All right, good. Hope you've been practicing on each one of these emotions. We're going to start breaking apart now the emotion of sadness. Now, sadness has two muscle groups that get activated, but it also affects other parts of the face. So let me talk you through this. For one, the inner corners of the brow, and I want to get really close here, they pull in and lift up. So watch. Now it's that pulling up that also pulls the skin on the bottom, the outer part of the brow here pulls together. And you see this triangulation that's happening right in here. And the second area is the corners of the mouth. The bottom lip will protrude slightly. So the sound that we're going to make with the brow, so we're lifting it up like we did with the sound's going to go up, lifting up to the forehead resonator, and it's going to have a little of a more of a moan. Good. Now I want you, now this, if you have a hard time accessing this muscle group, don't be alarmed, because again, like the fear brow, only about 10% of the population can do this, just access it right away. But what the good thing is that I know that actors that I've worked with, they seem to be able to get it. It's just a matter of practicing. Some people will hold their brow here and just right about there and squeeze in and lift up, because it's not lifting the whole brow here. Now as you squeeze in and lift it up, I want you to hold that a moment. See how it makes you feel. You should feel a little heaviness, a little tension in the throat. Now usually what ends up happening when we're feeling this, the eyelids themselves will start to get heavy. What could you be thinking of right now? Connected to some loss, some feeling of being helpless. Give your brain a reason why you're beginning to feel sad. So let's practice it. See the sound again. Now you'll be able to make that shorter as you go on. It's like, oh. Good. And in the mouth area, same sound, just a little bit of a moan. Now it doesn't take much to activate the sad. Now you can't see on me because I got whiskers here, but as we pull down, there's a dimple that forms right there. So making a sound. Now as you hold it, pulling down those corners. See how it makes you feel. For a moment you may have felt your breath stop. The impulse would be to look down, look away. Good. Now when you hold both of them, it should not only makes the expression bigger, but it intensifies the feeling. There's another area that comes involved, and this is in the pain. This will help you to access a deeper sense of loss, and that's that ow. And as you make that sound, spend a moment with it. See what it feels like. Good. So I'm going to make the sounds again for you. Mm-hmm. 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 So the mouth slightly protrudes. Now, you do it, it's a little bit childlike, but it's the same kind of principle. Same things happen, the bottom is protruding, but we don't need to activate it that big in order to feel the intensity of that emotion. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. So that is the emotion, the resonators for the emotion of sadness. Practice each one. Bring your mirror in. Activate the sound. And then check. Is it happening? And then, if so, do it again. Now intensify it even more. Bring in both of them. And always check to see how it's feeling for you. To make sure that we want the alignment for the intensity of the sound, because you might be thinking sad, but looking and not getting anything. So you need to make sure you memorize the feeling of. Now, as you begin to build it, you don't need to do this sound and then that sound. It's just going to carry all the way down. That's the internal thought. Now a lot of people ask me, well, do I make the sounds? Can I make the sounds in my audition, or is that right, wrong? Well, we make these sounds when we're feeling the emotion. The thing is, we try to control them. So, but even if you think that sound, it's going to connect you to it. So no sound, there's no connection. So make that sound and then try to go to the next step and justify why you're making that sound. Give yourself some reasons, some circumstances. Let your imagination go. All right, that's the emotion of sadness. We'll work on those muscle groups, and then we'll begin to connect it further with a real thought to one of your triggers. All right, good. We'll go on to the next.